What's going on, everyone? It is Andrew back in with another video, and in today's video we have the first day of the Six Invitational bracket. As you can see on your screen right here, all the matches were done. We have some interesting tech problems we're going to talk about today. So we were supposed to have 8 matches today, the 4 upper bracket and the 4 losers bracket matches. What happened was there were some massive tech problems with the loser bracket matches, so we only got 6 matches today. G2 and Parabellum and Team 1 and Space Station are going to be played tomorrow, May 20th. So that does mean that those 4 teams, whoever comes out on top is going to have to play that game. And then they're going to have to play the lower bracket 2-round. Really insane to talk about. I don't know why they didn't just play them off stream. That would have been the sensible thing to do. But I guess they're not doing it that way. So we only got 6 matches today. We're going to talk about all of them. So let's get right into the video. So as on your screen, we got the playoff bracket as I just said. So these were all the matches. OXG versus Empire. I'll show you everything right here. So we're gonna go cover all these matches. I just want to show you guys the scorecards in case you were curious. But there were some intense games today. All my upper bracket predictions were wrong, and it was pretty insane to see. I got every fucking prediction wrong today, except for the back one. Cloud9 and Merker's still going on, but it will be done by the end of this video. But let's get into the first matchup. So we had Team Empire versus Liquid. As you can see the stats right there. This is pretty funny for Rainbow Six esports. This is what they put out. But yeah, they were nasty in the group stage and playoffs. They're not showing up. I mean, you see plays like this out of Liquid, and it's insane that they don't win. But unfortunately, MIBR do get the job done in a 2-0 fashion. They look pretty dominant through the whole matches, and I gotta be honest, I don't know what's going on with Liquid. This MIBR squad is popping off though. And yeah, that was a good round from Liquid. But as you can see on the stat sheet right here, 2-0 from MIBR. We had an 8-7 and then a 7-5. So these are the stats as you can see on your screen right here. 6Cake did not really show up. He's -11, 0-3 on the entry. Not that good. Fellapox is good on that entry, 4-1. Reduck is also pretty good. He's got 5-4 +1. I mean, even Paula, bro, he's 4-0 on entry. That's insane. Nesk kind of had an okay entry. That's not terrible, but I mean, Falls has 6 plants throughout the whole series, which is crazy. The MIBR squad has a total of 8 plants throughout the whole series, which once again is really good, but it is 2 matches, so you know, it can vary through the stats. But interesting stats we have here. MIBR did just look like a better team in general, so that's why they take it and they move on to the next round. Let's go on to the next series. Going on to the next series, we had BDS versus NIP, but I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. So this was the venue that they were playing at. Super nice. As you see, they got all the sponsors up here, which is pretty cool to see. Obviously, you have the hammer getting held on this little podium. But interesting thing is they were playing across from each other, which I don't think we've had in any LAN event before. And it kind of seemed pretty interesting because you can shit talk across the stage. And then we had, you know, the analyst desk right here. But I just want to show you guys this if you were curious. This facility was really nice. They had multiple Siege logos over here, so that was pretty cool. I don't know, I thought they did a good job with this, and honestly, it did look pretty dope. But let's get right into the series. So NIP do come on top in this series, like honestly insane. Look at them getting hyped right there as they destroy them on Clubhouse on a 7-4. But pretty interesting from BDS not playing the way they did in the group stage. But as you can on the stats right here, we won all 3 games. NIP won game 2 and game 3. Game 3 came down to the wire in overtime, which I did say in the predictions, so I was pretty happy about that. But BDS did not get it, unfortunately. And I don't know, it's just NIP getting back in form when they are at these LAN events. I mean, look at everyone. Everyone's positive except Kamikaze, you know, which does suck to see. But honestly, they played really well as a team, and they knew what they were doing on the map. Pino's +5 on the entry. Psycho's 7 and 5 on entry. It's insane the entry stats they had. Once again, from BDS, Shaiko didn't show up again. He hasn't showed up the whole event, it seems like. Rafael didn't really have a good series, but I mean, Bride did so much for his team. Like, he's almost positive. The entry is 1 negative, but he had 7 plants, bro. That's insane, honestly. 1 VX clutches across from him. Rafael had 3 of those too. Alems was the only guy who was positive on their team, but once again, it comes down to teamwork. If you don't have good teamwork, you're not going to do good. Look at Shaiko. He's 6 and 10 on the entry. That's terrible. You don't want to have 10 fucking deaths on the entry. That was pretty bad for them, but this game really just came down to teamwork. NIP played good throughout the whole series. Like, you know, map 1 was pretty close, you know, 7-5. Map 2, you know, not that close, 7-4, and then it was overtime at the end right there. But crazy stuff from NIP. We love to see it, so let's go on to the next series. So going on to the next series, we had Empire versus OXG, and this was a really shocking one. OXG clutch up right here in both of these games. Pretty surprised to see this was a nice round from Empire, by the way. I just want to point that out. They had a really nice series, but as you can see, they put this little tweet out there. A lot of people are banning Ashe in this tournament, and we haven't really talked about the bans at all, but I'll show them at the end of the video for you guys. As we go into the stats right here, 7-4, 7-5, OXG do clutch up and win. Vertical is an insane game. He's +9 in the KD. I mean, even Kino was +3 on the entry. That's pretty impressive. On the side of Empire, though, they shut down Joystick, and look what happens. I mean, Always doesn't really have a good series. +1 on the entry, it's not terrible. Dan's even on entry, it's not terrible. But like, once again, like they just shut them down pretty quick, and they kind of slowed their momentum. OXG moves to, Empire moves down in that losers bracket, so it's gonna be tough for those teams in that losers bracket. You had to win this match because you skipped 2 rounds of that losers bracket. Insane to see, but honestly, OXG played really well, and they play MIBR, and I think they have a good shot at taking them down, honestly. And they could win this event. I'm just saying, they could win this event. So that's insane stuff from them, but let's go on to the next series. All right, so going on to the next series, we had FaZe Clan versus TSM, and honestly, both of these teams look really good in this match. This went all the way to around 15 on map 3. FaZe does take the coastline, which a lot of Brazil teams don't even like playing, to be honest. But yeah, that was one of the clips. And then this was another one from FaZe. They do clutch up in the last round. Insane stuff from them, honestly. Let's go here. We'll rewind the clips so you guys can see. But insane stuff from them. They played really well. And honestly, Brazil came to play. There's 3 Brazil teams in the upper bracket now with OXG. So insane stuff to see out of this region. And I couldn't be more happy because I love Brazil Siege. But if you go on the stats right here, 2-1 to TSM, 7-3 on the coastline, and then it was 8-7 on the cafe, and TSM only won the second map. So Cyber's +10 at 37 kills. He played really well. He had some nice clutches as well. Even Astro had 4 plants, same with Geo, 4 plants. Not terrible across the TSM side, but you know, Achieve's got to play better. Charles got to play a little better on the KDs. But obviously KD does not matter at the end of the day. Teamwork was really there for FaZe on the defensive side of that cafe, and I think that's why they won, bro. They played really well, and they were collective as a team. I mean, look at Cyber, he's 9-5 on the entry. That's crazy right there. Even Merc 7-7 on the entry. It's not terrible, but overall FaZe was the better team, and that's just how it was. So that was the end of the upper bracket matches, and there were some exciting ones too. Like I recommend you guys go back and watch all these matches because they were all amazing. And even if you just want to watch one map, bro, there were so many good ones. But let's go on to the next series. All right, so going on to the next series, we had Fira versus DZ, and this was actually really shocking. Fira wins this 2-0, pretty remarkable fashion. I did not even expect them to have even a chance in this one, to be honest. I really thought DZ was gonna take it, but that does not happen. We do see some nice plays out of Fira. As you can see, this floor play, like I don't even know how this did not kill, honestly. I don't know if it didn't register, didn't hit. It's kind of hard to tell, but same stuff out of them, bro. But as you can see, that is the end for Dark Zero. They do bow out of the tournament, and it's fortunate to see that they get so like low in this tournament. They don't really play good. But here you see on the stat sheet, Fear wins the first map 8-6 and then 7-2, remarkable fashion. Once again, Mint doesn't really do good on the KD side, but then you have Fira. Everyone's really popping off. Like even the guys that are negative, like they still won. So I mean, you know, as long as they get good teamwork. I mean, even Highs is +2 on the end, +2 on the entry. So it don't really matter that much. But Eclipse was +3, Skies was even on the entry side. But at the end of the day, it comes down to teamwork, especially in this game. If you play good as a team on attack, it's pretty much impossible to stop you. But insane stuff out of Fira, honestly. Like Brazil's doing really well in this tournament. So I just can't wait to see what we have for the next day. There's so many good matches. There's so many, you know, teams that have a good shot at winning this whole thing. But let's go on to the last series of the day. Alright, so going on to our last series of the day, we had Cloud9 versus Merkers, and this one was pretty intense. MV Taylor had a nice 1v3 clutch right here to save his team before the end of the match. It was actually a 4K on the round. Pretty nice clutch from him, honestly. That was a pretty shining star we had in this series, but yeah, insane work from him. So he gets the triple and then he peaks for the 4K and gets the defuse, so insane stuff from him. But as we can see on the CGG charts, 7-2, 7-4, Merkers pretty much destroyed them. Really wasn't close. MV Taylor was the only person that even played well on the team, to be honest. Their whole team just did not look good. Tons of plans, ton of 1vx's. I mean, the entry, you know, I mean, Lolo's 3-1, not bad. Got a 2-0 right there. Honestly, from the Cloud9 side, entry wasn't that bad. Statics, you know, 3-0 right there. That's not bad. But like again, teamwork on the side of Merkers was insane, especially on that last match on the clubhouse. They played that so well. But another thing I want to talk about is the tech issues. So as you see right here, Rambo 6 Esports tweets out, current power issue that has affected our streams has been resolved. We will resume stream A with Cloud9 versus Merkers. The rest of today's matches are postponed to tomorrow. The full schedule will be up shortly. Thank you. Full schedule has not been out recording this video yet, but let's go to the updated playoff bracket. So as you can see right here, we got the updated playoff bracket, and honestly, I'll do predictions. If you want to show the schedule, these are just tomorrow. I don't know when, but those are the matches we have. So we're gonna get all the way up to this liquid match and these matches. So there's a lot of matches tomorrow. We have a total of we got 2 matches, 4, 6. We got 8 matches tomorrow. Again, well, we're supposed to have 8 matches tomorrow, but I think Parabellum's gonna win, like I said. I think SSG is gonna win, like I said. Now, if we go to the Merkers, or if we go to the Oxygen MIBR match, I don't know. I think Oxygen might win this one. I liked what I saw of them versus Empire. And then this one, I have no idea. These teams have played each other so many times. I'm gonna go with Ninjas because hopefully FaZe will win, and then I'll be right either way. And then going on to these matches down here. So if SSG win, I think Team Empire wins this regardless, to be honest. Same with Liquid. I think they win this regardless, whoever comes out. BDS Fira, I'm gonna pick BDS, and then TSM Merkers, I'm gonna pick TSM, because these teams are so good not to pick. So I don't know how you don't pick those guys, but those were the games today. The updated schedule, I don't know when that's coming out. So as you can see, we got the playoff bracket here. I already predicted the matches. I don't know if I know who's gonna win pretty much. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.